Hey, Kyler Murray went from baseball to football. Jaren Hall, he's going from football to baseball. Rivals has arrived. All right, welcome to another edition of Rivals. Scott Mitchell, Jason Buck here. Jaren Hall, who's the backup quarterback at BYU, is now playing baseball this spring.
Yeah.
And he's a quarterback, and so he's going to be the next dual quarterback, dual sport quarterback. Is that a good thing?
You know what? If it doesn't, you got to make the call as the head coach. If it doesn't distract from his progress in football or can help it, then I would support it. You know, Leon White, that played linebacker at BYU with me and then at the Bengals together, we called him all-world. Even the Bengals called him all-world because he's such a physical specimen. But he got away with it. He played linebacker and went and played baseball at BYU as well. And I remember him missing some practices and there at getting coaches giving him a hard time during spring ball. But he was good enough to get away with it.
Do you know why Jaren Hall's doing this? Because he's not the starting quarterback.
That's true.
Zach Wilson is.
Better check out his options, right?
He's going to have no shot. He's like, football's not going to work out. I might as well go play baseball. And he was a really good baseball player in high school. He comes from a family of athletes. He doesn't want to sit on the bench. And it's very clear Zach Wilson is the future at BYU, so he's not playing.
Yeah,
but aside from that, he's a quarterback, Jason.
And it's not a high risk.
It's easier, Jason, for Leon White, who's a linebacker, to miss spring football. As a quarterback, you have to get all of those reps.
You got to get those reps.
You have to. You have to see all those different things. It's so much harder for a quarterback to actually miss football and expect to develop. Now you have Kyler Murray,
Absolutely
who is
true.
just phenomenal athlete, and that's certainly a different situation. But athletes who play athletic positions, because quarterback isn't an athletic position, even though we're the greatest athletes on the field. Like a Deion Sanders or a Bo Jackson or someone like that, I think it's a little bit easier to play two sports.
I agree 100% with you, because if it was a quarterback, I'd be straight up with them. I wouldn't allow it to happen as the head coach. If he's going to have those reps and he was an intricate part of them. Now, if he's third or fourth team and he wasn't even going to see the field at all, I'd be like, okay, buddy, you're choosing really, you're going to move down the,
So
you're going to move down the slot, right?
I played both baseball and football in college. My freshman year at Utah. And it was the hardest thing in the world. And I was recruited. I said that was part of being recruited.
Yeah.
You got to give me the commitment that I'll play both. I got recruited by the football and the baseball coaches. Yeah. I saw all the different programs.
You had to make your choice, right?
Well, so I went and I couldn't do it. It was just so time consuming.
Yeah.
They were going to give me time off. I was going to miss spring football practice. They were going to give me time off, or they were going to kind of work some kind of balance between the two. And the baseball coach is like, you're here because of football. And I would be scared to death that you're out on the mound in Laramie, Wyoming in 10-degree weather, and you throw your arm out on the mound, and football, who's paying the bill for all of this, he goes, hey, maybe we should look at this a little bit further. And I loved playing baseball, wanted to play, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't go to school. I couldn't have a social life. I couldn't do football. I couldn't do baseball because baseball was it was brutally hard and time consuming in the off season.
And it's not the physical risk, in baseball. I mean, there is some risk.
Well, throwing
in
a baseball, there's some risk. Yeah.
Yeah, or you can get beamed and get an injury. I mean, but it's not as risky as football. But
if you played, it would be a lot riskier.
It would do not stand near the base when I'm coming around the bases.
Right. Or
I would knock you out.
Or you would throw the ball at everyone.
Throw the ball at everybody. I'd be the dude charging the mound for the fight. It would be awesome to watch. I mean, it would be live action for sure. But somebody else, this will mess with your head. It will. Arguably the greatest offensive lineman to ever play the game in the NFL, absolutely, Anthony Munoz, pitched for USC.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
I'd love to see old footage of that.
I would love to see it too.
Yes, that would be.
I didn't see it. Anthony would tell me about it, in the locker room.
And SC at a time had one of the top baseball programs in the country. And
an offensive lineman. You see the quarterback, right? Because you're a pitcher and thrower. But Anthony actually
he had some
pitched.
skills.
Yeah, he was a fantastic athlete. Yeah,
and I'm not against Oshie Otani, who played both. He was a pitcher and a designated hitter in Major League Baseball. this past season. Everyone said he couldn't do it, and he was having a phenomenal year. Actually got injured and was only able to hit, but he was, I mean, he has a 97-mile-an-hour fastball and was one of the top hitters for the California Angels. So I'm all for players going and doing this and pursuing whatever dream.
If they can do it without interfering with their primary sport, I respect it. I like to see it. You know, you can't get the baseball out of the guy, though. You know, Leon White goes out golfing with me, and he comes up for his swing and addresses the ball, and it looked like Happy Gilmore. He honestly came up like a baseball player in a baseball stance, Leon, and swings just like a bat. It was the funniest thing, and totally missed.
Remember,
it wasn't as good as Happy
Jason
Gilmore.
Buck here describing a golf swing. Like,
yeah, but I could actually look like a golfer, maybe not hit very well, but Leon honestly
Jason's
addressed it like Happy Gilmore. It was the funniest thing in the world, and totally whiffs the ball. I'm giving you a hard time, Leon, but
you're so mean, Jason.
I am. Just us talking about baseball and switching the sports and these guys, it just made me think of Leon trying to hit that golf ball.
It's hard to do.
He's a baseball player.
Yeah, it's hard to do. And we hope that they can actually do it and see what happens.
I'm all right as long as it doesn't mess. If it's messing with my football team and I'm head coach, and my football team's going to not be as good as it could have been, I'm telling that quarterback, you are not playing spring baseball if that's going to hurt our football team. But, you know, other than that, I support it if it can be
And then
pulled
you'll get
off.
a Kyler Murray and you may change your mind.
That is true.
Yes.
If he can pull it off.
Yeah. And he did.
If you go out there and you don't perform, I'm pulling you out. I'm pulling you out.
All right.
Yeah.
This round of Rivals is over.
It's over and we're off to our Scott's sending me to the corner.
He's Jason Buck.
He's Scott Mitchell.
All right, you can text Rivals to 65537. Go to Facebook, Rivals Podcast, and Twitter @The Rivals Show. Be smart. Dial us in on that phone. We'll catch you soon.